Hello, everybody. Just I know we're like 12 seconds in, but hope you're doing all right out there. I'm just doing a couple of things quickly before I actually get into the game. I'm actually considering maybe getting a blanket or something. I mean, I'll tell you what, I'm a little bit cool. A little bit chilly today here at my place. A bit of raining, not a great day, and yeah. But it's been. I think it's supposed to pick up again tomorrow, though, about 18 or something. I think we're supposed to have tomorrow, which is good. Anyway, let me just, we'll close that. Something I like to try to do at least is when I have games here on the computer, what I'm streaming is have minimal what's the word? Minimal programs open on the computer. So just getting rid of a couple things here. Right, okay, ready. Let's get into the game. Excuse me. I'll just unpause it. I've had it paused for a moment or two. Go to that, and I'll do that on the app. There we go. Welcome back, of course. We're here playing Farming Simulator. And as you will remember, last time we were playing, we bought a field. So we bought, let me go over to here. We bought here field 26. Now, field 26 has, oh, sorry, should have gone back. Sugar beets in it. So we had to leasing some gear so we can harvest this field, which is a job and a half. That is for sure. Let me just have a look at that. Oh, okay, field 27, of course, is ours. So I think we'll harvest this. We might, I don't know, we might leave it. It probably needs to be ploughed. That one apparently doesn't. It will need to be ploughed. So we might leave that until we harvest field 27 and like plough both of them. And then get a crop in. But anyway, so we're just going to be here harvesting these sugar beets, really. Try and get these harvested. And then we might plough this and such. And so let's get into our tractor here. We're leasing this gear, the 4640. I think I should have gone for a four-wheel drive one because that one does struggle a little on these hills. But we're doing okay. We're slowly getting the harvest done. Excuse me. We're slowly getting the harvest done, which is good. Why can't I hear that for? Let me just have a look here. Yeah, I'm just thinking, why can't I hear the game? Now, when I do play Farming Simulator, when I play the game by myself, master volume. That's what we want. Now we have tractor noises. There we go. We have noises. I usually I don't have a volume on when I play the game. Like I have some other saved games, so I don't have the volume going when I play them. Because I usually have music and such playing, but of course here on the stream, I want a little bit of happening. So anyway, let's finish off this row. we've missed a little bit there, which, you know what, because I can. I'm just going to reverse back here. We're going to get excuse me, those few sugar beets there that we've missed. Like it's not just really going to, whoopsie, we need all the lights on. Not that it's really going to make a huge amount of difference, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, so this is you know, I feel like we're making like okay progress, but it is slow. It is slow harvesting this crop. So, I wonder how much. Excuse me. I wonder how much it would have cost us actually to lease the self-propelled harvester. I'd be interested to know how much that would have cost us compared to compared to leasing the tractor, the topper, and the tow harvester here, the pull type. Be interested anyway. Well, we're doing it this way. Probably the hardest way we can, but anyway, doesn't matter. We're getting it harvested. We're getting it sold. So also, I have to just check on pricing. You know, where the best price is for us, where we can take it. See, the tractor, she doesn't quite have enough grunt to be able to run the harvester, get up this hill, and all that such, which is a bit of a problem. I have thought maybe I should just run the topper and just, probably should have topped maybe all this and then have come back with the harvester, but so I'll just see. I turn that on and lower it. Can we get moving? So she just doesn't quite have enough juice. So we have to do this. And then we'll lift that front up and turn it off. It's just how the hill here works. No. And then I get confused, which is not hard to do at all. And see, I don't think we can quite. I want to try this. So we just have to play silly buggers here for a moment until we can whoops. We want that down and we want that up and off. Actually, no, we'll keep that down, but we won't have it on. And bang, we'll turn it on while we're moving. There we go. Let us come on, tractor, come on. Ah. I think what we might do is Anyway, look, we're moving very slowly. Very slowly. Anyway, this trailer's going to be full very, very soon. See, we can... the tractor sort of, like, we can handle this, the harvesting setup, when we're lower down in the field. It's just this... We're a little bit higher up. It just doesn't quite go that well. And, of course, the harvester there is full, so we've missed all this. We just need to reverse back. Get into Fiat, so. Which this trailer is over halfway. Sam. Hello, sir. Pal. Oh, buddy, old pal. Etc. Right, so that trailer's full up. So we're just going to park that there. Now, I can't remember where we were taking the sugar beets before to sell them. I'll have to just double check that. We will just finish off that row. Oops. There we go. I wonder how successful it would be if we turn around here and try to do a row up that way. If we'd have to do the silly buggers with the like getting moving. Maybe not. But the only thing about this is the auger is in the field. We don't really want that. That's not quite ideal. But look at this. It's doing this bit here easy. Okay. She's eating it up. Anyway, hopefully we can get this harvested tonight. It'd be nice if we can. Whoops. Okay. Now I wonder what's going to happen. Oh, Sam, I have a question for you. You may know. You may be able to help me. But you might not know, but you may do. And that is, the zigzag track at the gorge that goes from you get on it at King's Bridge there on like Trevelyan side. Is that bicycle friendly? Can you ride your bicycle up there or not? I could ride over there tomorrow just to see if there's any signs, but I thought, I wonder if I could ride my bike up to the gorge, like up that way. Or if I'd have to go, like, say, up, like, come via the roads, like Basin Road and whatever else. Which would be a good challenge up those hills, but, say hi to... Oh. Will this stream get, Hello, parents of Sam. Got you on the TV. Oh. That's rough. I feel the pressure now. Under pressure. Anyway, we're just going to turn off our gear because we need to empty this. So we have sugar beets, 269, 272 at Port Northwest, which is up here. So that's where we've been taking them thus far. So we may as well continue to take our crop there as long as we're going to continue to be getting the best price. And unfortunately, the tractor here, the feed only goes 25 k's, so it's a bit of a drive over. Oh, well, actually, it's not that far. Actually, yeah, it's a decent way, but it's just slow because the tractor's not the fastest. I'm not the fastest. Excuse me. Make up your mind. On what? I can't make up my mind on anything. Dad says the trailer isn't running through. Oh. Running true. Through. I can't even read. Was it because it's like this dolly setup here? So if you, like, you know. I don't know. Hong Kong. I reckon, I reckon Nick needs to get this game. Get him on Farming Simulator. I bet you he'd go straight in for where is it? Yes, he'd go straight in for the B double setup. Whereas if I had, you know, the capital, that's exactly what I'd be having for myself. We've only got, look, we don't even have 9,000. I have considered actually restarting this game and having it on the easy level. Because playing, I feel playing in, because this is the hardest level we've got it on. Get a business loan. Because we're playing on the hardest level, and I just feel that it's because we've been playing this farming simulator since the start. It's been one of the original games in the stream setup, should I say? And I just feel like our progress in it has been not great. And I feel that that's also that's down to we're playing on the hardest level, so the economy or the prices you get for things, etc., are not well, the lowest, really, I suppose. So I don't play it often enough. I mean, that's probably a reason, but I had considered starting another game, but having it on the easiest level. But, I suppose we could just keep playing until now. I believe Cam said, because when I first started the games, I tried to sort of have an end game, if that makes any sense. Like an end position as to, I just don't want to be playing a game forever, sort of thing. Or without having a goal, that's what I should say. Because games like this, Farming Simulator and sort of like Truck Sims, they don't really have an end. They just continue on. So we thought, well, at least with this, our goal is to make $1 million profit. $1 million net profit, I believe Cam said. But maybe once we do that, we'll just like restart the game, or play it on a different map. That could be something to do, maybe. And like, I don't know, just use mods, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, look at that, nearly $3,000 there. We want to do that. There we go. Have you got Farming Simulator, Sam? You can do co-op. Well, not a co-op, but you can do like a multiplayer. Could be interesting to do sometime. I've never done it before, so I do. Yeah, I've never done a play online. So we should set one up. Yeah, I'm not sure how it works exactly. Matt, how's it doing? Oh boy. It's on. Jeez, that sounded rough, didn't it? Whew. Oh, you might be vaguely interested in this, Matt, but I bought bought on a Saturday night. Classic. So yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, yesterday, I recorded a little quick snippet of video off of the drone, and I did it in 4K, and I did it in every frame rate, because you can have 4K 60, I think you can have 50, 48, 30, 25, and 24. So I recorded a little bit of video on each of those and all them frame rate combinations to see what the codec would be. And every single one of them was H.265. LaFance, hello. Yes, so the drone in 4K shoots H.265. So there's a heap of like different combinations for frame rate and all that stuff. I couldn't be bothered going through all of them. But so I did 4K 60, 4K 50, 4K, I think it's 48, 30, 25, and 24 frames. And they were all H.264 codec. H.265 codec. And I was like, okay. But I think if I ever get into a position where I get monetized and can start earning, I like get some very, very minimal ad revenue or whatever off of things, I might buy a copy of Resolve, because if you buy Resolve Studio, I think it is, which is the paid one, it's only about, I should say it's only, but it's like $400 or $500. If you get the paid one, that can take the codec, 265 codec, but I've just got the free one, which is, it's just called Resolve, and it doesn't, which is annoying. But if you get Resolve Studio, that can take 265 codec. Where do you think they would support it? Yeah, well, I suppose, I don't know. I don't know. I suppose they need like a reason for you to spend the 500 or however much it costs to get the other codec. We're just going to destroy the crop here by driving on this. So, excuse me. But maybe I could have a look at, yeah, I don't know. Like Resolve, it's a good, I mean, you can always convert it, but then it looks like garbage. Yeah, well, that's true. Put it in my old mate thing. I mean, I could just, I don't know. You can do 2.7K. I mean, if I'm honest, there's no problem with 1080. Personally, I mean, that's still a tangible resolution to be using, isn't it? 1080. So, but it's interesting because my Osmo Action, right? My Osmo Action, which is, DJI, 4K 60 on that, there's no problem. It's H.264 codec, not H.265 for some reason. But maybe it's the drone uses the other codec, because the drone does have onboard storage, so that could be why. And maybe something to do with the battery. Yeah, you can crop if you do 4K. But the drone can do 2.6K. So I might try that. Just to see. But in the follow modes and things, it was not all of the footage off of the drone was 265. Some of it was 264, so, which is interesting. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, if you downscale it right, it'll be fine. A bit blurry though. Yes, I do have 53 followers. LaFonsi, it's just annoying. It'll drive me bonkers. Yeah, well, when I never realised it, and when I got the footage off and I got it into wanted to get it into the editor, and it comes up with like the maroon screen, and it's got like the triangle, and it's like footage is offline. And I was like, what's the problem? What's the problem here? And so you need a code. Well, DaVinci. What am I trying to say? Yeah. Thanks for the new follow there as well. I'm sorry, I can't shout out your name. Oh, well, I suppose it was LaFonsi. So I'm running just a single screen here. I've got the Povo Spec Twitch setup, so I apologise. Yeah, of course VLC can play 265 codec, but when I just double clicked on it, like to play it, when I got the files off, Windows was like, oh, Windows Media Player can't play this, and I was like, why? But then I found out about the codec. I was like, oh, great. So then I sent you the message on Discord, and I was like, I need an adult. But yeah, so I don't know. I'll have to see. Like if say 2K does 264 codec, like 2.7K, what it is, like I'll just use that. But also my computer, not that it's a bad computer, but she does spin a little bit when I'm editing the 4K video, like off of the Osmo when I'm editing the high res stuff. I can hear a little bit. 2K is basically 1080. Yeah, Handbrake can preserve the frame rate. I think it's a pain to fiddle with. You can convert it to 1080 60 because 1920 by 1080. Yeah, right. I wonder if any other. I know that Magic's, I think it's called Magic's Movie Studio, which I think used to be sort of like Sony Vegas. That to buy is reasonably cheap. I think that that's only like $100 or $150 or whatever. Maybe I could look into that, depending on if it can do the codec. But I do like DaVinci's not a bad editor. And also it's got the Farlight in it so I've been using that to record and edit the podcast. So it's sort of like me one editor for everything, if that makes sense. You know, I use the Farlight tab to edit and do the podcast, like record the podcast audio into that and do that. It's been fine. And then I use and then I can just, you know, it's sort of like the one program for everything, as it were, which is when I got the new computer set up, I thought, well, I want to try and like consolidate things. I don't want to have a program for audio and a program for something else. But if I could just have like one that can do all of it for me, it's great. Which DaVinci, I've been able to do it all in Resolve. Use that, record the podcast in the Farlight section and that sort of stuff. So it's been good in that regard. But you know, I mean, when it comes to the video, I don't know. I won't say there's not really something that is bothering me too much. I think as long as the videos are still good, solid productions, that's fine. If it's not in 4K or whatever, I mean, that's not really a huge drama for me, if I'm honest. I just upgraded Pro 7, it's really good. Yeah, the video podcast you put were pretty cool. Kind of like what I do with my friend. Yeah, I want to get the background a bit nicer and things. And also maybe do something a bit more interesting for thumbnails. They're a bit average as it is at the moment. But I mean, that's still sort of figuring out what that is really. If that makes sense. Yeah. Well, I use my Oz. That's just off the action cam, that is. I just set it on my desk. Set it on my desk. Sit it on my shelf. And I try to position it so you don't get too much of my the background happening in the bedroom, which is it's not a great space to be doing that sort of stuff, if I'm honest. But cheeky, absolutely. But I was having a conversation the other day with Mum and the spare room, or the middle room, which is the one next to mine. We're like, can we clean that out and have our computers and things in there and have like a bit of an office sort of area? So that could be a thing. What's going on with this? Oh, I was like, why is this not harvesting? But the harvester's full. I'm like, it's down and it's not picking up any product. So, but yes, I don't know. It'd be nice. I would like, my own property, and we're having and I thought like a shipping container office thing would be cool. If you had yard space, have a container in your yard and convert that into like an office studio. And I'm like, yes. Classic, yeah. Classic move. Oh, excuse me. Right, well, that can just stay there, and we'll go and unload this. Are we like? I suppose we are getting it. It seems like the harvest on that field's taking forever. But yeah. Ooh, bro. Want to have so I want to have me beach house. I can have a shipping container there, dumped, and I have to paint some like kill rust or something on it. Clad it with some teak, and have that as an office, fit it out, studio office area. That'd be great. Now I could have all these crazy setup, well not crazy setups, but I'd like to have like a bit of a draft desk or something like that. Sort of like how Dope has. He has like that overhead camera thing on his desk, so when he draws his comic, you can see it. Something like that would be cool. So because I thought, like, if I wanted to build something like a Lego, for example, like that'd be really cool to have that option, for example. Or if you just want to build something, or like even do a product review or unboxing or something, that'd be really, like, that'd be great. When I did the drone unbox video, which was rough, if I'm honest, I thought it was pretty rough. But like an overhead camera view like that on just the plain desk would be really good. Right. Also, thanks for the host there, LaFancy. I don't know what I'm saying, LaFancy. That's probably like not how you pronounce it, but sorry about that. Sorry. I just go back here. Vegas Pro 17. I might Yahoo that. Just so it's, when I'm unloading this load of sugar boots, I'll just tab out of the game quickly and I'll just search Vegas Pro 17. Just so I don't forget about it. So and I'll check it, have a look at it. Why not? You know, if I still had the Mac, you know, I'd probably get Final Cut because that's a good solid editor. And you know, Adobe, like Premiere is a good solid editor, but I would prefer to pay a flat rate, $200-300 or whatever for software, rather than, was it like $30 for Premiere? So, where's my mouse? I've lost it. Vegas Pro 17. Right. Vegas Pro 17 edit stream. What? It's on Steam? Okay. Anyway, we'll leave that there. Whatever. Anyway, let's get back into the game. And continue. And continue. Oh, look at that. Our money's skyrocketed to $14,809 doolittles. I fell in love with a beautiful stranger. Classic. It's been a bit of a rank day here. I think it's supposed to be about 18 tomorrow, which would be good. Bit of cloud, but hopefully I'll be able to go for a bicycle. I'll have to have a look. I think I've done about 80 Ks this week. 75, maybe 80. So if I do about 20 or something tomorrow, that'll get me to 100, which would be dank. Which would be dank. Because I've got, was it last week before? Just trying to think. It wasn't last weekend, but it was the one before that. I think I've got about 2,000 kilometres ridden up for the year, and I thought, there's still like 13 weeks left. I wonder if I can get to 3,000 Ks. So I think I'm about 2,200 or 2,150 or something at the moment. So I'm going to try and see if I can get at least as close as I can to 3,000 kilometres this year. I did calculate, I think if I managed to average about 70-ish for the rest of the year, I should get there, so which is pretty good. And I used to go for 3 to 4 rides a week, and I've for last couple of weeks, actually last 2-3 weeks or so, I've actually started riding with a group, and we usually do 35 to 40 kilometre rides. So if I need to get 70 Ks up a week, well, and I go for a ride with the group and we do 35, 40, well, that's half of what I need in one ride. So if I do 2 more 20s or 2 sort of 15s, that's another 30. So that's gets me 70 or close to it, sort of thing. So. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh. So at the start of the year, I sort of thought, I'll see if I can ride 1,000 kilometres this year, and I've done that easily. Well, I've done, over double that. So we'll see if I can do over thrice it, which will be good. And then I'll sort of see what my average is for the year, like weekly average, and then I think next year the goal will be just to sort of maintain, or see if I can match that. Say at the end of the year, if I ended up averaging, say, maybe 55 or 60 kilometres a year, well, I'll try and that'll be my cycling goal then for like next year, ride that much. So yeah, I don't know how we all feel about cycling out there, viewers, but I think it's something that's been reasonably. It's been I think a good consistent in my life this year. Oh my goodness. And at least in recent times, the last few weeks, it's been something that's got me out of the house in a bit more of a in a more of a social setting as well, which has been which has been positive. Because I've not been. I'll say I've not necessarily been well mentally. Well, mentally sounds a bit rough, but sort of the headspace has been a bit average the last 3 months, probably, at least. I don't know. It probably has been for a long time. But right. Beautiful stranger. Why am I? That's a Madonna song, and it's not like the best. It's pretty average. Oops. Ah, I've just. Yeah, it hurts me a bit. Right. So just still, I don't know why. I just can't run these two machines. So we will lift that up. We'll reverse. Turn the back on. Right, the front's ready to go. I wonder if can I even just lower the front end? Well, it pushes it, but once I turn it on, because it needs that extra grunt, and she she stops. Ah. We need more horsepower. I mean, I don't think we don't need this tractor doesn't need much more grunt. But how much is it actually? I should look. How much horsepower is this? It's 2 something. It's 200 whatever. Leased items. Is that all it is? 170, 46. We should have gone up the next model. So we would have had over 200 horse. Because if we had 200, it'd be okay. But it's in this field must be, at least this way, must be a little bit uphill or something, because it doesn't quite. I mean, if I turn around and just come straight back down, this isn't a problem. As we saw actually on that last run, she skipped down here, old Twinkle Toes, but. Oh, now can we get to the end here without this filling up? 99. Apparently not. Right, well, we'll run through the crop, which ends there, so we're getting it done, which is good. And she's blowing some chaff. Look at her. Right, yo. Cool. Awesome. Now, just wondering. Did you see there's New Zealand had their election today? I think it was today. It was voting day. Yeah. What if Heather went and voted? I'm sure she would have. She's a diligent member of society. And I wonder if she voted for the incumbent. Hey. I think the opposition leader, I don't know, I did have a brief conversation with her about it. She's like, the opposition leader's a bit of a flog, so I don't know if they got a Guernsey on her ballot. But I think old Cindy's done okay the last few years. She's been in Gubbo. I'm not sure. Don't live in New Zealand, so I couldn't tell you. Like, couldn't be sure, but from the outside looking in, I think it looks like she's done a solid job with things. But, you know. I stand to be corrected. But I did have a notification from Twitter. Because it's like news for you on Twitter. I'm like, okay, Twitter. Don't really know if I'm overly concerned about the New Zealand election, but sure. And it was like, Ardern on track to win for Labour. So I was like, cool. Honour. Oops, I've made a mistake here. Let's just go to maybe here. We'll turn that front end off. I'll give the big rig plenty. Give it plenty of herbs. Now when we're about to hit that, like now, boom, turn the front end on. And she struggles, but come on, tractor, don't stop. You can do it. Crawl. I mean, we haven't stalled, like we're still moving slowly, so. Grouse. Grouse-o. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll turn that off. We'll turn that rear end off. And we will get in our tractor. Because this will fill us up, so we'll take it over and we'll flog it all. This will be like, what, our third load? So. Whoops. And, actually, you know what we might do? Because I think it might actually be quicker. Is we'll put the... We'll just unconnect, I was about to say. I think I might disconnect the... we'll just run the topper on all that. At least on a bit of it. And then we'll just harvest it. Harvest it. Might be a bit quicker for us. But it's like, it's okay though, once the tractor gets going. It's just getting it rolling. Which causes a few problems, but... Actually, we don't have to necessarily unhook it. But we might just do a couple of rows. Maybe 2 or something. And then we'll harvest them. Might just be a little bit easier for us. I don't know. But there'd only be 5 or 6 runs maybe left. So it shouldn't be, hopefully it won't take us too much longer to do that. And then we might get the plough in there and just go around the edges with the plough or something. Or we could put some fertiliser on there. Yeah, we could do that. also there's a mod I may consider getting. We'll have a conversation about that after we've harvested that field. It's just a refill one, so we don't have to go to the shop all the time and buy pallets of product. We can just go to the refill silo and we'll put it on the farm, so we can just go there. Actually, there's a thought. I saw something, because I don't actually own the farmyard, we might not be able to put any mods on it because we don't own that area, so we might have to wait. Oh, well, we could still buy it and put it in our field, or near our field maybe, but I'd prefer it in the farmyard, so. But I'll have a look at that. But yeah, actually, because we don't own the land where the farmyard is, we don't own that. So we might not be able to actually place anything there. But yeah, with the field, if we're standing at the bottom of the field on the road and looking up, going from left to right seems to be easier than going from right to left for some reason. The tractor seems to be able to drive it a bit easier. I'm not really sure why. It must be must be some hillage or something, I'd suspect. Well, surely that's got to be it. Which is interesting, so. But yeah, anyway, we'll see. Hopefully we can get it done in the next half an hour or so. I think if it's like 1 or 2 runs left, like, I'll just do it all. But, so I usually sort of, like 10-ish it's the usual sort of stream time. It's about half an hour left, so we'll see if we can get it done. Hopefully we can. Because I don't know if I want to, like, leave not much left. It'd be good, actually, if we could sort of see. Well, we don't have much, that red strips, what we've got left to harvest, but how that compares to what it was when we started, I'm not sure. But, see if we can make an educated guesstimate of how much, how many runs we've got to do when we get back. I feel that this transit's probably the worst, because this tractor's, she's not the fastest. She's not the fastest or the strongest or the something or other. Isn't that a song? Something to do with a song. Something's the fastest, something's the strongest. I don't know. I'm just a boy. Yeah, it's something to do with a song. Or it's like a lyrics. I can't remember it. Isn't it the fastest, I don't know. Now it's going to be like, what is that song? How about those Lakers? Oh, crazy. Miami, actually, I think, probably did a decent job to get to the finals. And they didn't get swept, so would they win 2 games? But I wonder how they're going to rejig the 2020-21 season, though. Because they've finished the season, like now, and surely it would have been, this surely is starting time again. So I'm not sure. I think they should have just said, right, we're going to cancel the 1920 season and start again proper, like for 2020, 2021. In my opinion. With the NBA, but I don't know. Unless they're just going to start again and be like, oh well, you know, the COVID break is like your season break or something. I don't know. They're going to have to. I suppose if they want to sort of keep the same schedule that they've had forever, they'll have to do a little bit of work, probably on rejigging a couple of things. They could make the season a bit shorter. I mean, I don't want to say that playing 70 games is ridiculous, but they play a lot of games. Which I don't think necessarily is a bad thing. I mean, what if I play each team twice in their conference and then one from the opposing conference twice as well? Is that right? Or once? But I think they play each team twice, which I think is at least fair for starters. Rather like, say, for example, I'm pretty sure VAFL, they only play, I think they play each team once and they play like some twice. I think that should be like, you either play each team once and then that's it, or you play them all twice. There's some hot takes for you, some hot sporting takes. Alright, I'm just going to quickly tab out here for just a jiffo, because I'm going back to Google. No. Whoops, that is awful spelling. Whatever. Anyway, where's the game? There it is. Let's get back in. After doing some useless Googling there for a few mojos, everybody, apologies for that. Now let's get back in here. So how many, what do you reckon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6 maybe more runs I would suggest. We think 6 maybe, or maybe more than 6, 7 maybe, 8. Ooh. Anyway, look, we'll just go, and we'll do as many runs as we need to. But anyway, look, we're getting closer, and we can see the end, so that's a positive. And every run we do gets us closer, and all that jazz. So cool. Right. This is what we're going to do. Maybe. We'll see. We'll turn the tractor around. Might not be so bad. I may have spoken too soon. But what we'll do is... Whoops. Cool. We'll do this, right? We'll do this. And then what we'll do is, we'll do a run on the outer edge there, and we'll do that proper. And then we'll just run along here to collect this, and then go back. If that makes sense. So we'll try this, because we can go from this way a lot easier for reasons of whatever. So. Whoops, that's the lights. I want G to do that. G. Oh, harvesting? Cool. 85, 6. Hopefully we can get to the end here before we fill up. 90, 6. It's not going to, is it? That is annoying. But anyway, we'll just leave that running. We'll run over here to our chaser. Which seems to be a long way away. Great bit of graphics work there for the game, isn't it? The crops going over the trailer and out the other side. Right, so we'll finish this and we'll drive up that road we've already topped. Rightio, cool. So we will scoot down here. Scoot along here. And we'll just use the front end as a little bit of a guide for us. That was... You've got to assume that, well, that's as wide as what the harvester is, so... Awesome. I feel like this is probably the most productive we've ever been on this harvest to date. Cool. Now... Just wonder You know what? We'll do another row along here because it'll fill up before we get to the end if we go along the top. And no, you know, don't really want to be driving on the crop too much, really. So we will lower that. Let's go. Cool. One, two, yeah, 3, 4 rows. Probably 4, 5 more runs, and there's a few more runs going to be needed to finish this up. Oh, look at this. It's not going to fill up before we get to the end, is it? Classic. Thanks, game. Is it? No, it's not. Oh, it's alright then. Well, what we'll do is, because we have problems, so what we'll do is we'll just run the topper along here, and then we'll come back on that bottom side again. I think that's not a bad thing to do. What do we reckon? So the time and the in-game time are nearly the similar. At least the minutes anyway. That's 21:40 in gaming, and it's 9:42 for me real time. So I was sceptical if we were going to be able to get this done. I think we will. Rightio. Yep, that's cool. 96, 97, 98, 99. Stop that there. Turn that off. We'll turn that off. We'll turn the tractor off. And we'll run down here. Pick up this. I think we might just double check the price because we've taken 3 loads, I think, to the sell point. So whoops, we'll just park that there. Thanks. Actually, you know, I'm going to do something. Just turn the autosave off because every time I open a thing, it's annoying. So sugar, 291, Port Northwest. That's where. No, here, $328 for grain mill. Where's that? Let's go up here. So we can go up. Yeah, let's go up to the grain mill because we can get. Wait. Or if I duked myself. 231. I got a bit excited there, didn't I? Whoopsie. Okay. Let's reassess. 275 at Grain Elevator East. $231 at the grain mill. We're not going to go there. I must have been looking here at potatoes, maybe. 272 Port Northwest, Port South. 27 Grain Elevator East, $275. That's Grain Elevator. That's that one. Let's actually, we'll go down there for a drive. That's probably a similar distance. Oh, it's probably actually not, but heck, we'll go down there for an extra $2 a tonne. Why not? Slowly adds up, I suppose. For an extra what was $2, $3. So we'll get a little bit extra money. Ooh, oh my! I just break wind sneakily. Grain. I mean, it is further away than Northwest Port. Oh, but well, is it further away? Yeah, yep. Northeast Port's pretty easy to drive up there. So, but look, we'll go to Grain Elevator East for the extra little bit of money. It's not going to make much difference. Well, I mean, if we were hauling heaps and heaps and heaps, it'd make a little bit of difference, but we'll get an extra couple of dollars for it. So why not? So we'll go down here past the shop. We will then go along, down, roundabout, over the bridge, up left, and then we're there. So hopefully it won't take too long. I might just keep the map up because it's not somewhere where I drive too much down here. I mean, I know how to get there. It's just sort of a bit different than what we're used to. That pallet there is mine. But as long as it's not on the road, be okay. Oh my goodness gracious me! I am a little bit gassy. So because we're pretty close to having the field harvested, we'll just keep doing it. It'll only be what? Might be another 2-3 harvester loads. That'll be another trailer and a bit. So hopefully it'll be another 1, 2, 3. It's probably going to be after we do the run we're on, and then the one that we harvest, and then the one that we topped already. It's probably going to be another 2, maybe 3 after that. My judgment on that's not great, as you'll know, because I was like, oh, it's only going to be another 5, maybe 6 runs. We've probably done 3 since I said that, so theoretically it should only be like 2 or 3 left, but it's going to be a few more than that. But anyway, it doesn't matter, we're getting the job done. So we'll stick with it. Hopefully it shouldn't take us too much longer, and we'll wrap it up after we wrap up this harvest. Which would be great. And then next time we can think about, we might plough the field. Actually, what we might do first is put some fertiliser on and then plough it. And then I'll leave it until the... do I want to... I don't know if I want to put a crop in straight away or wait and put a crop in after we've harvested the other field and get that prepped, and then like plant both of them at the same time, seed both of them at the same time. I don't know. Maybe we could. We could just get a crop in there, just so we've got a crop in. But but yeah, look. But what we will, I think we'll fertilise it first, and then plough it. For sure, will be the steps after we after we finish this harvest, which has been a long harvest. I think if I ever do root crops in the future, so that being sugar beets or potatoes, I'll have a self-propelled harvester, I think, or a bigger trailer, Because this trailer's not the best. We could maybe look at investing in a bigger one. 20,000 we've got, maybe not yet, but yeah. But anyway, so since we're going to have the extra field, hopefully money can maybe come a little bit quicker because we've got that extra field to get an income off of. And of course, we'll still do some contracting jobs around. I think, I don't know, I might just stick to sort of harvesting and tillage ones where you've got to spray or plant. Of course, that's an extra cost because you have to buy the seed or fertilizer product or whatever. Whereas if you just do, like, somebody will, like, plough this field for me, you just need the tractor and the plough. Whereas, of course, if you do come and seed this field for me, you need the seed as well as the planter and the tractor. So I think maybe moving forward we could just do the harvesting and the the harvesting and the tillage jobs. Possibly. Which I don't think necessarily would be a bad thing. And also, actually, if I could install it, if I install the GPS mod or the guidance steering mod, typically tractors you do for contracting jobs with have the guidance enabled, so we could do a contract job, a plough job, for example, or whatever, and just put it on the auto steer if we wanted to, or a harvest job and just put it on the auto steer. So that's something we can do as well. So I don't think I've got that mod enabled, or do I? I would have to just double check that, but none of our gear has it. So, but yeah. So it is a little bit of a longer trip down there. We do get a little bit more, $3 more per ton, but it's like, I don't know, is it really worth it? Maybe not, but yeah, I'm not really sure. But anyway, look, we'll get back up to our field here. Which we are, look, we're getting it done, which is good, which is very good. Look, there's only a little green strip left. Right, let's get back into the tractor. That's got to be 2 more, maybe a third to cover up some dags. Oh, well, of course, there's that strip to do that we've already cut the tops off on, so you can't remember that. Can't remember? What? Can't forget that. But anyway, it's probably going to be another 1 or 2 trailers. It's going to be at least another 1, probably 2 trailers to the sale, I would suggest. But anyway. Oh, whoops. I've just left that strip there because I'm apparently not paying attention. So we'll just... we'll just do this. Just, there we go. Right. And we will lower that and scoot. Cool. I can hear a dog barking for some reason. Here he goes, poor old bugger. Ah, my headphones are charged. Good, I'll be able to finish. I was listening to a podcast, and my headphones just went flat, so I was like, okay, thanks. And it was, what podcast was it? It was a Bloomberg one. Was I still listening to that? Yes, I was. And I got a couple there to catch up on, so about two or three. So it's going to be back down. So 99, we'll leave that there. Start the engine first. Okay, boss. Jeez. Oh, you got to be... Oh, I don't know if we're going to get... I don't know, it might be another... It's going to be... Actually, I don't think it's going to be another... It's going to be like a run and then one down the middle for Dags, I would suggest. This? I've figured it out. That's all you need to know. I figured something out. I was like, right. I was just pondering on something. Been pondering on something. I was like, what's that? I don't know. And anyway, just now, like, yep, that's what it was. Rightio. Cool. So, I'll go like that. No, yeah, cool. So that's surely got to be one more strip, but even because, look, we'll just drive down the end here and drive back. We'll just do it like that. It's probably going to be strip and like just a little. It's going to be. Surely there's going to be like a little daggy bit left that we're going to have to deal with, which is going to be annoying. But anyway, or will there be? I think so. I could probably make it stretch, but I want to do it like half right. So. Anyway, let's go. Yeah, see? Well, it's going to be like a strip and a little dag, so that doesn't matter. We can do that. There's no drama. No drama, bruv. Cool, so this should be harvested. We should be able to harvest this, get this done. Excuse me. Cool. There we go. Cool. Right, so turn around. Turn around, bright eyes. What? No. Right, we want to go that, and we want to put that down. Put that down. This is very annoying. How it does that. But anyway, if I just drive in a straight line, it should. Just collect that, which is exactly what we want. Come on, tractor. You can do it. Hey, if this fills up by the time we get to the end, I'm going to be wild. Or if it's like, I suppose if there's a little bit left, we'll just leave it. So just, actually, well, no, we might not. We might have to do another load on this trailer. Which would be annoying. Excuse me. Right, sugar beet harvest. Is over. Whoopsie. Cool. Rightio, mate. But we're not going to empty out the trailer here, the harvester here in full, I don't think. Well, there's still going to be a little bit left in it. Yeah. Darn, how much is left in there? 11%. Enough. Well, what we'll do is, simply because it's closer, we'll just go back over here. And because for simplicity, I think it's quicker to get up here. And I mean, the price is basically the same. Was it $3 a difference? Like, that would add up. That'd be important. If we're harvesting a huge, like if we're harvesting, I don't know, field 12 or 10 even, the one next to us, 17, like they're big, 16's big field, 6 is a big field. It'd probably make a difference, but field 20, I mean, it would make a difference, of course, because we're getting more money, but is it going to make a substantial difference to the coffers? I don't know. But anyway, look, we'll unload this up here. And yeah. Easy. Kia. Oh, look, there's a train going. Be good if it was longer with 1, 2, 4 cards. Oh, mate, it's long enough, I suppose. It's electric. Actually, there was a show on TV. I can't remember, something about trains, and a guy went on a train in Sweden. It was electric. It was a huge train. It was a big log train. I'm pretty sure it was in Sweden. And it might have been it was one of the Scandinavian countries. I think it was Sweden. Anyway, big log train. And it was interesting. It was electric, and it was interesting that they said that there is the electric power lines. They have gaps in them, so there's parts of the overhead lines that don't have electricity in them. So the train. It's not like a long stretch. It's just so that. But of course, when you're driving the train, of course, you've got to make sure you can go straight through it, use the momentum, and roll through till you get back on the electricity at the other end. But it was like something to do with how the grid's set up, or something to do like that for the electricity grid, which I thought was interesting, actually. But anyway, yeah. So look, I'll just go down here. We'll dump this, and then I think I might call it, and I'll drive the tractor back on, get that unloaded, and take and return the other tractor and harvester off screen. I think. So look, I hope you enjoyed the stream as always. So we're back Wednesday with Ace Combat. I think I got it right that time. The name of that. Good old Ace Combat. Because last time we played Civilization 5, our empire, as it were, if you want to call it that, got defeated. We lost. Good day, sir. So so we're done playing that. And next Saturday is going to be Portal 2, which I think we're getting to the end of that. We're solid 3/4 of the way through, I would guess, on Portal 2. So yeah, I don't know what to do there. When I finish Portal 2, not sure. I might rejig some things with some games. I'm not sure. But, yeah. Anyway, everybody. Thanks for coming by. I hope you've enjoyed it, as always. And, yeah, I'll catch you Wednesday for Ace Combat. I've no idea. I've not played Ace Combat, so it was kindly given to me. A game was gifted to me by Goldie. So thank you very much for that, Goldie. And, yeah, good old Ace Combat. We'll get into that on Wednesday. And, yeah, hope you've enjoyed the stream. And I'll see you then.